Okay.
Wait, I just realized I have two Nico's health. Where'd you guys come from?
I am
I think I just make the chalice at
playing
this
ranked.
point as
Well,
well.
you see the title, hopefully.
Like the other option is the Zephyr.
And with this game, you kind of have to wait a lot. So
If I hit a gangplank, I just double Nico's health, right?
all right, I queued up. I will switch. I will switch once. And yes, I'm watching a guide.
Makes sense. I think maybe I wait to see if this is.
The farthest I've ever gone, by the way, is rank. Well, not rank, but like as far as like what place I ended up in. I always either get like 5th, 6th, and 7th. And obviously there are gonna be times where I get dead last. But there was one time in ranked TFT, and I don't know if it's because I was good and the team I picked was good, or if I was just lucky, because I had people there that were either brand new playing ranked for some reason. That's exactly what I'm doing, so I have no reason to harp on them for it. And what do you know? Okay. This is... Hopefully everything shows up as it should. What are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. This is my first time too. Oh my god. Everybody's better than me. You don't go off of what their little legend is. I'm looking at their rank. I'm looking at their account level. They're probably looking at me like I'm food or something. So I want to get Malphite and Ziggs. Ziggs. Do not get him. Ooh! I got him. Like that's anything special. I should have gone after the item. See, this is why I'm such a noob. Oh, he's so weak. Malphite? Thresh. So I do know Yasuo. Oh, okay.
Rouse thyself for combat.
Poppy.
Ready, Hammer?
Thought it was the
Snuff out this simpering ember.
Oh! Who are you? Oh, my first loss. I need to find more zigs though. That was just, I'm gonna say that was probably luck. Oh, you. Yes. Level up for me, baby. I don't know if I made the right choice. Oh. I need eggs. I should win. If I don't win this one, I'll never be confident again. Okay. So, yeah. Are y'all seeing that? Oh, well, I guess if I don't alt tab out, y'all can see it. Zigs.
Explosion first, questions later.
Alright, now I'm going to only focus on getting zigs. But everybody knows about him. No. I need to get things that people are not choosing, because that way you get more of this champion. How am I winning so far? How am I in first place? I'm tied with this dude. Yasuo? Spatula? I always hear about getting... Oh, okay. Alright, so now I'm going for item only. And to get Ziggs to pop his ult, I need to get that mana thing. Okay. Then screw it. Armor. Oh! 2-star Ziggs. Poppy.
Ready, Hammer?
Nautilus.
I'm in 100%. That's everything, right?
A lot of Olafs. Why am I not getting these? Nautilus. Olaf. How do you get a third star? Oh man, this is gonna be a close one. How am I winning?
Rouse thyself for combat. Snuff out this simpering ember.
Oh, I never put Nautilus in. Are you serious? Who do I pop in? Leona for Nautilus?
Rouse thyself for combat.
Feel like I made a mistake on that one. Oh no. I might lose. My first defeat. Six. I might have a 3-star Leona. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, thank you. Do I level up? I don't think I'm gonna level up though. Gain 4, so I'm not gonna level up. Hello? Well, like the title says, I'm not good, so maybe my judgment is bad. I think they're all demon. Oh my god. Stupid misfortune, are you serious? No one's been knocked out yet. Wow. Don't feel good about getting LP on this one. Who are you? Is that Draven? Ooh, I thought I didn't have any room for him. This is what I do every single game. I just keep stacking up. I want your thingy. Why didn't I see that at the beginning? Oh my god, I'm getting more and more horrible. I did good the first half, but I'm getting destroyed. That was the worst decision I ever made. No one's got 3 hexes, I don't think. 3-star Olaf. Alright, so I got 1 3-star. Do not focus on my Olaf. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. They have him frozen. Oh. It's rare that I ever get a 3-star. Now I gotta work on my second 3-star. Who is Makopi? So far I got Leona.
Snuff out this simpering ember.
I really hope I do well on this rank. I've never had this much. Could have given him 3, but Ziggs.
Explosion first, questions later.
Glad.
I am justified, and I am R. I am justified, and I am R.
So in order to get 3-star, you need to have, well, what was it? 3 2-stars? That's a lot. Oh my god. Got wrecked. Freaking wrecked. I need you. Not gonna regret that. Maybe I start getting Yasios?
And so darkness I become.
Come on, Kobe. You gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. So I'm no longer in 4th place. What'd I tell you? Do I even keep trying at this point? I know I'm gonna lose. Yes, go.
And so darkness
Oh.
I become.
How did I heal that much? Wow. So I'm not going to be number 1, but oh, you took it. I need more mana. You're almost out. Not even a question.
Embrace the night.
I don't know if I made the right decision. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. Saw it coming. This dude isn't even getting all his buffs. Me and this dude are practically almost tied as far as health. This shows you how really bad I am. I only think short term. Yeah, I only think short term. Like, I don't even know if that was a good decision because look right there. Look right there. Yasuo. Why even try anymore? Those are probably my Yasuos that I bought.
A loathsome foe, unfit even for the path.
just want one Yasuo. Screw you, dude. Don't know if that was the right call. Oh my god, he's level 8. Yeah, I'd rather just die right now. You're a good tank.
Explosion first, questions later.
Dude, how many pikes are there? I have 2 3-stars, and I'm letting them down like this. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this one. Good game, good game. I am horrible. I am absolutely horrible. Now I'm all hot. I came dead last. Are you serious? Oh no.
That's so greedy. But I'm also kind of disgustingly strong as well. Or I can double. Oh, maybe I should just double Nico's health of ESO. God, please don't make me lose.
Hold on. Hide. You. What does this mean? Wait, does this say congratulations on completing your ranked TFT placements? What does this mean? I'm Iron 2? What does that mean? What? I have a ranked border now. Oh. I guess if you play ranked enough, okay.
It's my freaking.
Going back to the guide.
My clickbait! Anything, take anything from me but my clickbait. Without it, I am nothing. Wow. Oh my god, I am so strong.
Why is it,
Without my clickbait, what do I have?
Dude, why is everything so janky?
Please. God, the biggest struggle right now is whether or not I don't think it'll give me that much power. Like if I hit the ESO right now. I don't think it will be like, holy crap, I'm gonna win. Damn, there's no sir. What are some decent items? I think we definitely just chalice now. It'll start off with an out and then just gives everyone 8 mana, which is actually not really that good.
Let's see if my friend Mantic is on.
I don't know. What do you think, sir?
If he is, I might play a game of Summoner's Rift.
I'll take the Spark, I guess. Maybe Aurelian ESO would have been fine. I don't know.
He is not
I'm not
on.
feeling anything. The Spark on the Malphite doesn't seem terrible. And if I make
I'll do a random ram.
If I make the challenge, everyone starts with 8 extra mana. Honestly, 8 extra mana seems pretty freaking bad. Oh wait, no, I should have waited. This is Treasure Trove King. 8 mana. 8
No.
8 mana. Well, but then he keeps ulting non-stop. I'll make the challenge. Dude. Can you hit my Malphite, please? Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was trying to copy this dude.
I want a 3-star Jinx. I am not opposed to 3-star my Jinx.
This goes, Disguise Toast is his name.
Do I push level 9 here? Man, it's so intense trying to play for clickbait. Like, it's so...
Wait, what? You saying Ziggs is not good, dude? Why are you doing this to me?
Like, I'm on
The
the
whole
edge of my
round I
seat.
just did was based on this.
Like, I know for sure I'll win this game and it won't even be close. But man, it would suck to lose clickbait. If they focus my Malphite here, that's great.
All this is supposed to be random,
Yeah,
right?
if
Like,
the
you
Rakan
have
doesn't go on
no
my Ziggs,
shot
that's great too.
of controlling any of these,
Look how
right?
much damage Shaq has taken. Oh, that was just another chalice, huh?
And I didn't record
This
it.
arm, these aren't like terrible MF items, like all of them. I mean, they're pretty bad. Like Chalice got nerfed. This arm is just the worst item in the game. Seraph, Morella, as long as no one got Zephyr, I think I'm okay. Like everyone else got way better items than me. This arm is crap. The Chalice got Omega hard nerfed.
Did that do anything? Well, it's less janky.
I mean,
That's
don't know,
good.
bros.
Don't worry about the
Yeah,
background.
like, you mind ulting like really fast? Thank you. The thing about Jinx and Ziggs that makes them a good
Just
combo
doing
is
something
that
real quick.
Ziggs will always like bring down the first unit down to 10% health, and Jinx just finishes him off. Like they are a dynamic duo.
I'm just testing
I'm gonna put my Gangplank
a
here
champion out.
because both people are
I
keeping
always
MF
do
like
the
here.
training first.
And you're keeping an MF here. My Gangplank's gonna walk up and interrupt you, right? Yeah. Oh, he didn't interrupt you. No! My f***ing Mr. 100! I have never, ever been more upset than I am right now. You took everything from me. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm unbelievably angry. How dare you? How dare you? My dreams, my hopes and dreams. You took it! If I just move. guy picking up the Dragon Claw is kind of annoying. More waves. Like MF2 wouldn't be bad for us. Okay. What's this guy doing that's being really annoying? I'm gonna put my Malphite in the back so it deals with these freaking yeah, both like Infiltrator on my Malphite is so good. No! Who the hell watches a video called Mr. 70? No one wants to watch a video called Mr. 70.
Oh. Broken comp.
Alright, so a couple of weeks ago there was this thread on the competitive
Okay, well, for right now, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Oh, thanks for getting back at me last night. No, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just saying I was worried. Yeah, I'm practicing a champion. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I knew something had to have happened, or you know, the thing I was thinking. What a horrible time for your phone to die. That was like, maybe it was the same as Are y'all even able to see what I'm doing in the background? I hate this. Oh no, that's why I said that. Because I saw your message. I didn't just guess it. What's going on in the background? I don't know. Is Sonya a good champion? I have no idea. It's got good move speed. Restores. Prioritized by most wounded. In or for 3 seconds, granted allied champion 64. Wow. Saw something in the background for like a split second. See, y'all can see what I'm doing. Well, that's good. The whole point of having... I might as well show you what I'm doing. I'm practicing Sonya. Can you get in my circle, please? Why do you do this? Why? Oh, I just hit the champion. The dragon. Great. What am I doing? Oh my god, he's chasing me. He don't chase for very long.
Don't make me get off stage.
Finally. Oh, so this does magic damage as well. I'm gonna go back home. Do my race. And see, Oh. This is the magic of training.
I find
You,
inspiration
you could just become invincible.
in every tear.
But I want to know, is it any good? The champion, that is. This dude just keeps running from me. Like I'm some dangerous champion.
Struck a bad chord.
Look at him. Get out of my way.
That wasn't like the show. Your bridge is off.
Yes, I have auto everything on. Oh, so it only works on enemy champions. I mean, it makes sense.
Adagio.
Oh, you decided to show yourself? Are you serious?
Right on cue. They'll be fine.
Does this increase move speed by 1%? Are you serious? So what's max?
Stir the music of the heart.
I know this is a very unrealistic way of training, but I want to see how much can I restore. That's all. I don't have any other champions that can heal, I don't think. Well, I do jail. Well, Kale. Anyway. Exit game. Well, I know that, but I mean the timing of when you got off the phone with me, which by the way, yesterday's stream was one of the funniest streams, in my opinion, and I think it obviously was our combination together. Yes, appear offline. The fuck was that? Can hear your laughter right now. I think got scared again. What was that though? Wait, but I'm still live, right? What? They cut off my stream. What about you, Facebook? What about you? Why does it say I'm live for longer than what I am? Am I still live on Facebook? I think I am. Am I still live on Facebook? Oh, well, that kind of that kind of shows. By the way, oh, because it keeps echoing. That's why you hear me say that multiple times. On Facebook, I'm more live than I am on Twitch. What about YouTube? Oh, I'm a horrible freaking streamer. Browser. There. And there I am. Oh. How live am I? Because it keeps echoing, that's why. It's the same as Twitch. Facebook. Greater than Twitch? Question mark? The reason why I know it's greater than, well, not what I said, but because the symbol greater than is because it shows you, like, if you have a good elementary school teacher, like, it really will stick in your head. But the less than symbol, if you just tilt it a little bit, it's an L for less than. That's what she told me. And when it's not, it means it's greater than. Kind of want to watch.
There's 3 ways.
And yes, I'm
people
lazy.
Typically, have done it throughout history. Number 1 being to reproduce. You know, there's this idea that I'll be gone, but my
Why'd I
legacy
leave on
will
this
live on. I'm gonna have children
page?
who will, keep me alive. The other way people wrap their head around death is religion. If they do X,
Oh,
Y,
thanks
or
for
Z,
showing
they're gonna be in
everything.
heaven.
By the way, Twitch. Oh, okay,
I'm
thanks.
gonna be dead, but I'll be in heaven. And like,
Stupid.
the idea of a heaven which is exclusive to people who subscribe to one absurd belief just pisses me off.
I'm setting this
I
up
grew up
for
with
a
people
reason.
of all
I should
faiths.
be doing this off
If they're
stream,
not
but
all welcome in heaven, then fuck it, I don't want to go. And then the third way,
touche.
like the fucking cavemen scrawling the fucking stick figures on
Oh,
the cave wall. 'cause
idiocracy. Thought it was free with ads. Might as well change my title. Watching. What the hell's the name of your fucking? Oh, just that. Cool.
Well, we finally decided to have children, and I'm not pointing fingers, but it's not going well.
And this is helping.
I'm just saying that before I have any heat to go, maybe you should be willing to...
It's always me, right?
No. Not my sperm count.
Yeah! I'm gonna fuck all y'all!
Cleavon is lucky to be alive. He attempted to jump a jet ski from a lake into a swimming pool and impaled his crotch on an iron gate. But thanks to recent advances in stem cell research...
Really?
The
Really?
fine work of Doctors Krensky and Altschuler, Cleavon should regain full reproductive function.
Put your hands on my
Why is everything so freaking janky, dude?
unfortunately, Trevor passed away from a heart attack while masturbating to produce sperm for artificial
I knew it was
insemination.
gonna lead somewhere.
But I have some eggs frozen, so just as soon as the right guy comes along,
And so it went for generations, although
I'll
few
be right
if any
back.
seemed to notice. But in the year 2005, in a military base just outside of Washington, D.C., a simple Army librarian was unknowingly about to change the entire course of human history.
Dude, stay in the freaking picture. Whatever.
Hey, Bowers.
Good enough.
This is Peterson, your new replacement.
My what? I'm getting replaced?
Yeah, they didn't tell you?
No.
Some new assignment. They're being all weird and hush-hush about it.
I don't want a new assignment. I tell Sergeant Metzler that every time. I'm good at this.
Good at what? Sitting on ass? No one ever comes in here.
Yeah, I know. It's perfect for me. No one bothers me. I can't screw up. If I can just stay in here another 8 years, I get my pension. I'm all set. Can you just get me out of this?
No way. Not this time. It's coming from high up.
I don't understand. Why me? Every time Metzler says lead, follow, or get out of the way, I get out of the way.
Yeah, when he says that, you're not supposed to choose get out of the way. It's supposed to embarrass you into leading or at least following.
That doesn't embarrass me.
Look, Joe, you don't have a choice. You're just gonna have to follow. Like, follow me upstairs like now.
Right now? But shouldn't I train this guy?
I think he can figure out how to sit on his ass and watch TV all day. Let's go.
Gentlemen, meet Joe Bowers, our first subject for the human hibernation experiment. Now, as you know, throughout the years, many of our best pilots, soldiers, and military leaders often go their entire careers without ever seeing battle. With the Human Hibernation Project, we will be able to save our best men, frozen in their prime, for use when they are needed most. Joe here is not one of our best men. Mr. Bowers was chosen primarily for how remarkably average he is. Extremely average in every category. Remarkable, truly. The most average person in our entire armed forces. Additionally, he has no family, is unmarried, is an only child, and both parents are deceased, making him an ideal candidate with no one to ask any nosy questions should something go wrong with the experiment. We had a little less luck in finding a female researcher's dream within our ranks, and were forced to look into the private sector. This is Rita. Like Joe, she has no immediate family. Rita agreed to participate in this experiment in exchange for dropping of certain criminal charges and a small fee. We did, however, have to come to an arrangement with her pimp, a gentleman who goes by the name Upgrade, which he spells thusly. With 2 Ds, as he says, for a double dose of this pimping. Upgrade agreed to loan us Rita for exactly 1 year and keep quiet on the matter in exchange for certain leeways with the local authorities in running his pimp game. First, however, there was the difficult challenge of gaining his trust.
Collins, can we skip to the technicals, please?
Sure. Let me just finish here. You see, a pimp's love is very different from that of a square.
Collins!
Fine. We'll move on. It is a fascinating world, though.
Jesus, Collins?
Yeah, that's... Anyway, the experiment in which these 2 subjects are to be placed into a dry freeze for exactly 1 year is set to begin tomorrow. As you know, this is highly classified. However, if successful, we believe humans can be stored indefinitely.
Also,
That's kinda crazy,
I'm
huh?
back, so sorry about that.
What unit are you with?
Oh, I ain't in a service.
Oh, private sector. Okay. So, what do you do?
All right, we're gonna stop that. I was about to play something
There's
else,
actually a
but
legitimate reason why they do this. First of all, that is a lion-tailed macaque, and that is a giant purple squirrel. Two weird animals,
I
but
love
they do
this
have
dude,
one
by the
thing
way.
in common. They both have a hard-on for this fruit. That is a jackfruit, and squirrels are able to use their sense of smell to find them in the trees. But the jackfruit is only edible when it's ripe, and only the squirrels can tell the ripe from the unripe ones. So the macaque will follow the squirrel and let it lead it to the forbidden fruit, and
Why
then
do I
carefully
cough
persuade
in
the
the
squirrel to
freaking
share
microphone, dude?
by slapping a taste out its mouth. The macaque will deliver 5 fingers to the face until the
What's his name? Casual Geographic.
squirrel backs off, which is when this disrespectful primate eats the fruit the squirrel found. Only when the macaque is done can the squirrel get the leftovers. The squirrel does all that work just to get its pockets taken by a primate at the end. It's like if taxes had hands and knew how to use them. As a society, we should be more afraid of orangutans. Because if this ginger-flavored refrigerator ever decides to Planet of the Apes us to where I'm gonna ignore the fact that the biggest ones can weigh 200, 300 pounds and probably phone book rip a grown man in half. Let me tell y'all a story on why we should be more afraid of them. So at the Omaha Zoo in Nebraska, the zookeeper showed up in the morning and found 5 of the orangutans just chilling outside their enclosure. Someone forgot to lock the enclosure, so they brought them back in, no big deal. Except, it happened again with the zookeepers finding the orangutans posted outside like Thanos in Endgame.
No.
It just kept happening to the point where the head keeper was ready to put someone on unemployment. It's until they found
did it
out why.
themselves. They had
There was an
it in their
orangutan
mouth,
named
I
Fu
bet.
Manchu who had found a lockpick and
In
bent
their
it so
ass
he
or
could
their
use it as the
mouth?
key to unlock the maintenance door. The reason it took so long to find out is because he hid the lock between his gum and lips where nobody would be crazy enough to look. Sometimes he'd free all of his friends, and while the orangutans were running around the zoo, Fu Manchu would go back to his enclosure and act innocent. It's a cute story until you realize a 300-pound orange Bigfoot that decides when he wants to leave could easily put anybody in the zoo on CNN if he wanted to. Nature made them gentle giants, but if they ever decide to choose violence, coffins are going to be on wholesale. This guy has a plan, and I do not like it.
From the
That
looks
is an American
of,
woodcock, and fun fact, they have some of the greatest nicknames.
from the looks of the way he's doing it, the video style, I think this is a compilation of all his TikToks, and he just put them in a compilation. Yeah.
Names of any bird. According to Wikipedia,
As if I'm saying anything that y'all don't already know.
it also answers to the timberdoodle, the bog sucker, and the hokum pokum. The wild timberdoodle can be found all across the eastern half of North America. Now for the dance walking, it's believed they do this to catch food. They eat mostly earthworms, and they'll stick and probe their bill into the soil and
Papa,
slurp up
thank
any
you for
worms
liking
they
the
find.
stream.
And by walking slowly and stepping hard with their feet, it causes any worm below to fear for its life and move around in the soil, which makes it easier for the timberdoodle to find lunch. And it's probably true because these birds are most active early morning and early evening,
they
which is
look
when
like
the
they're
worms do
freaking
the most and
bopping,
are
dude.
easiest to catch. The more you know.
Dude, hold on.
Early evening,
There's
with
no
the
way
timberdoodle
they did
stepping
that.
hard with their lunch. And it's probably true because
Looks like a
these
freaking
birds are most
bob.
active early morning and early evening, which is when the worms do the
Ooh,
most and are easiest to catch.
ooh,
The more you
ooh.
know.
Don't tell me he's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eagles
this
are
is
assholes.
a thing that happens. Eagles will
They will drop things from high places to either crack their shell. That's the main reason why they do this. But if they can't kill them themselves, they just drop them.
drag and drop goats off cliffs and then let them fall to their death. That was a golden eagle, and just for the record, it can have an 8-foot wingspan. This guy is 7. Not to mention this demon Tweety has talons strong enough to break bones in your hand and crush a monkey's skull. Not only that, not to mention this demon Tweety has talons strong enough
It's
to break bones in your
literally
hand
a
and
hook.
crush a monkey's skull. Not only that, but this flying bunny will
Can
hunt
go
full-grown
in.
deer, baby caribou, and as you've seen,
You're not
goats.
going anywhere.
Problem is, goats ain't soft, and one kick can break their hollow bones and cripple the bird for life. So instead, if a golden eagle ever catches a goat slipping, first it'll grab it with those vice grips across feet and attempt to yeet them off the cliff, even though the goat can weigh more than they do. They don't let go until the last second, sending the goat free falling without a parachute. It was definitely manslaughter, but by letting the goat get clapped by gravity, this feather felon gets a free meal without having to risk its own life. But goats aren't the only victim. Eagles have been known to airdrop tortoises from hundreds of feet in the air until the shell shatters on the ground below. And allegedly, one eagle turned a man into a...
He's wrong on that part. Well, as far as like, he's making it seem like it's not more common than it is. That's, well, as far as I know, the main reason why they do this. But I'm not saying what his other one is, which is that it's like less common, because it's not. They both happen, both common. It's just the shell thing is not less common Anyway.
Name on a stone after it dropped a tortoise on the back of its head. Oh, got hit with a real-life blue shell.
Oh, yeah. If he's talking about the Greek, I'm not going to attempt to say his name. They all sound the same. Y'all know exactly what period of time I'm talking about. But this dude was literally so bald, the eagle mistakenly mistook his head for a rock. How can you be? First of all, do you know how angular your rock can be? I mean, I said that wrong. You know how angular your head has to be? Granted, like, yeah, it could be smooth, it could still look like a rock, but like to an animal that's looking to open up a shell, you're not looking for a smooth rock. Unless you're, I mean, granted, you can drop them from 10,000 feet in the air, like, no matter what, it's going to break. But first the eagle has to see it, then drop it, and then make sure it lands on that.
Also, this steroid homicide pigeon has been known to attack wolves and run phase with foxes.
What did you say?
With a real-life blue shell. Also, this steroid homicide pigeon has been known to attack wolves and run phase with foxes because they don't discriminate. Anyone can get the smoke. They live by no morals and answer to no God. And they probably could be putting people on shirts if they really wanted to.
I would have came up with some way better stuff 10 years ago.
We've spent billions of dollars trying to explore space when the real ET is happening right in the ocean. This alien is actually crinoid, which is a type of ectosome, which is just a fancy science way of saying it's related to starfish, sea urchins, and sea cucumbers.
So it wasn't about ocean stuff. Now he's going to make me fearful about every little thing.
The free-swimming ones are called feather stars. But like all adults of the...
It's not even a fish. It's not even a fish. Now I have to be afraid of plants too in the ocean?
Eventually they have to settle down and be boring. And once they're attached to the seafloor, they're known as sea
Come
lilies.
on, bro.
They feed by snatching whatever plankton mess around and touch those arms, and when they do, the arms push in towards a feeding groove where they get propelled towards the mouth like a conveyor belt. And because the ocean is a f***ing simulation, the longest crinoid fossils ever found were 130 feet long. And in case you don't understand what that is, the largest giant squid ever caught was 43 feet, and the biggest blue whales are just under 100. Matter of fact, this prehistoric starfish on steroids would have been almost half the 3 feet that found were 130 feet long. And in case you don't understand what that is, the largest giant squid ever caught was 43 feet, and the biggest blue whales are just under 100. Matter of fact, this prehistoric starfish.
So if I mistakenly get caught in one of these, even if it doesn't kill me, it's going to drown me. I'm going to eventually run out of air, or my tank will. Then that's it. I'm breathing in either water or carbon dioxide, and I'm going to die from carbon dioxide poisoning. Hopefully I said that right. What we breathe out is carbon dioxide, right?
It's half the length of the Statue of Liberty. Some old heads too, with some fossils believed to be over 340 million years old, meaning they came up when Saturn was single because they're older than its rings. The feather star is able to swim even though it doesn't have eyes or a brain, meaning I'm officially out of excuses. They use instincts to swim, with their arms propelling them forward. My dad tried to teach me through instinct by throwing me in the pool. Instead, he almost got a baptism and an abortion for the price of one. If the feather star loses an arm to an op, they can always grow it back, and some species have 150 arms to spare. The only off thing about them is that their mouth is literally right next to their anus, which literally sucks ass. But other than that, this breaststroking body snatcher is actually pretty cool.
Hello.
Hello, motherfucker. Dude, yeah, shut the door. What are you doing?
My soul would have filed for divorce the moment this thing pulled up on my address.
That thing looks evil as fuck, dude. The more you look at it, the more it looks like a demon. Well, maybe I'm thinking like that because they put on the creepy ass music.
From the look of those soul-sapped eyes, closing the door might slow it down, but it won't stop it. Anyway, this is a La Mancha goat. They look like they don't have ears, but they do. It's just that the outer part is basically non-existent. Also, it looks possessed because they have rectangles for pupils. But to be fair, having this helps them watch out for predators.
Why though?
Why? And speaking of eating, even though they look like the spawn of Satan's barnyard, they're perfectly harmless because they mostly eat shrubs, herbs, and small trees. Except this guy. He eats souls and he finna go grocery shopping. Bro posted up like a Jehovah's Witness, but instead of speaking of the Lord, he looks like he'd rather just take you to him. Those are the eyes of a goat that is not afraid of hell.
This is how flamingos feed their young.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that looks really bad, but it's not what you think. It's not a flamingo putting another one on the news, they're both trying to feed its baby. Flamingos use crop milk to keep their chick alive for the first couple of weeks, and both the male news, they're both... I'm not gonna lie to you, that...
How flamingos feed their young.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that looks really bad, but it's not what you think. It's not a flamingo putting another one on the news. They're
How
both
is that
trying
not
to feed its baby.
as bad as what I
Flamingos use
think?
crop milk to keep their chick alive for the first
It
couple of weeks.
stabbed its wife in the head with its
crop
beak.
milk obviously isn't actual milk, but it's the lining of the bird's crop, which is where they store food before it's digested. The gut juice is also high in protein and fat, and even red and white blood cells, which is basically the bird version of giving your baby vitamins for its immune system. Penguins and pigeons do the whole crop milk thing too. Now I'm going to go ahead and answer 2 questions you probably already have. Number 1, the reason it's red is because of their diet, and feeding the chick red milk actually causes the parents to lose color, which...
Wait, it's milk? But its beak is literally inside of it.
They get back once the chick starts eating on its own.
Right.
And number 2, the reason the flamingo on top is just spilling it on the other's head, I have no idea.
Am I the only one who thought that he stabbed him in the head and the blood is going... No, I didn't think he was spilling milk on his wife's head. Why would I think that, dude?
To be fair, a flamingo's brain is smaller than its eyeball, so they're probably just a little confused. Which is a nice way of saying they're just a special kind of stupid. Lights are on, but ain't nobody home. This lizard can shrink its bones.
I really
This
think
baby
he's doing
Godzilla
something.
is a breed
Oh
of
my
lion.
god, he looks like Godzilla.
The only lizards that actually go out into the ocean. And even though it looks like it should be getting ready to put another gorilla on the news, they're actually harmless and eat mostly seaweed and algae. The problem is, at least once a year, the waters get warmer and destroys the red and green algae that the iguanas like to eat, which causes a lot of them to starve and become a hashtag. So to stay alive, some of the iguanas will shrink and they can become up to 20% shorter. That would be like a 6-foot man waking up a pair of heels short of 5 feet.
How?
Many scientists believe they're able to reabsorb their own bones, which is what causes the shrinkage. Now the reason they do this is because the smaller they are, the less food they need and the less energy they have to waste trying to find it.
True.
Once the water gets cooler and the algae comes back, the iguana goes back to normal size. Moral of this video: we eat less to lose weight, and they lose length to eat less. Listen here, I'm about to tell you 5 things you did not know about the octopus. Number 1, you know how the man of war is basically a jellyfish on juice? That can have you looking like you got 50 shaded. Well, the octopus will strap up by arming themselves with the tentacles of the man of war and swing them at any predator or op that tries to press them. Basically using the disembodied venom arms the same way a corner store junkie might use a broken beer bottle as a weapon. Number 2, they have post-nut so bad it literally kills them. After the heat-puss hits for the first time, he pretty much goes into the octopus version of dementia. Symptoms include not eating, body lesions, uncoordinated movements, and the skin around his eyes retracting. This is called senescence, and it means he falls apart from the inside until either a predator puts him out of his misery or he starves to death. Our boy Squidward has 2 choices in life. He can either live a virgin or die a man. Number 3, octopus will throw hands at fish right in the dome piece, and with 8 arms, just plenty of hands, virgin or die a man. Number 3, octopus will throw hands at fish right in the dome piece, and with 8 arms, there's plenty of hands to go around. We used to think they did this as a defensive response, but now it's believed they do it purely out of spite. Number 4, octopus will team up with other fish while hunting, and they often choose groupers as partners. They work together and reap the benefits. Sometimes the octopus will switch up and tice the fish right in the head, but now we believe they do it to keep the fish honest. It's not confirmed, but it's believed that they smack around their hunting partners to keep them in line and keep them from cheating them out of food. Who knows, maybe the octopus got screwed over by his last fish friend and works
Alright,
for
I'm
strong
gonna
while
put
uppercutting his
ESO
current
on.
partner. And number 5, octopus are members of
I
a
have to
group
make sure that everything I'm doing,
called cephalopod, which is also part of a group called
Change
gastropods,
title
which includes
first.
snails and slugs. Meaning Squidward and Gary are actually related. And yeah, that boy Squidward is actually an octopus. Man's got misspecied by his own moms. You hate to see it. So I said this was one of the smallest primates in the world, but I never said what was the smallest. That title belongs to this little guy right here. This is a mouse lemur. It's probably the cutest animal you've never heard of. If you have, it's probably because of this guy. As you can probably guess, this baby-faced tree jockey lives in Madagascar. There's different types of them, but the smallest of them all is the Madame Berth's mouse lemur, and at about 1.1 ounces, most of them weigh less than a pencil. They also have by far the smallest brain of any primate, and at about 2 grams, it weighs about as much as a paperclip, which explains why mortals half a century with the mind of a toddler. These morts of the world eat small insects, fruits, flowers, nectar, and sometimes each other. But they get bodied by almost everything, and one of their biggest ops are the fossa. Apparently, there's a good part of the internet that didn't know this actually existed. Mouse lemurs avoid becoming fossa food by hiding in trees all day. Also, lemurs in general have learned to recognize the alarm calls of birds and then do the dash whenever they hear them. I forgot to mention this, but more specifically is a Goodman's mouse lemur. In case you were curious, King Julian is a ringtail and that boy Maurice is an eye. I don't really have a joke to end the video, so here's a baby mouse lemur.
Are you freaking serious? There. Jesus. Watching YouTube videos and playing ESO. Elder Scrolls Online, for those who don't know. Let me put on something. Why throat a cactus before I go in the ocean? Oh, I think I shared this on my Facebook. Facebook.com/desecrationxx. For anybody that wants to know. I stream on there as well. What happened to the murder hornets and white cows that eat snakes?
Do you ever wonder what happened to those murder hornets? 2020 was like a terrible final season. At one point, there was a giant murder hornet storyline that everyone just forgot about. These were highly venomous Asian giant hornets, which erase about 30 to 50 names in Japan a year. In
Venomous.
2013 alone, they turned 42 people in the past tense in one Chinese province. And apparently they illegally entered the United States, with the first sightings happening in Blaine, Washington towards the end of 2019. Which is kind of a problem because one hornet nearly unsubscribed Cody Peterson from life, so imagine getting jumped by an entire nest. Not only that, but these murder hornets will slaughter entire beehives. So what happened? Well, the Department of Agriculture made it clear that we couldn't give them a chance to establish in America. Basically, the government said it was on site. Hornet nests that were found were quickly put out of commission for the sake of our way of life. One nest had allegedly 200 queen hornets before they were all put in a pack. So yeah, we went to war against hornets, but the thing is, it might not be over. On June 4th, a dead dry hornet was found near Washington State. Now, scientists believe it was an old hornet from last year. But these hornets typically emerge from hibernation in July, and all the homicidal hood flies that we didn't kill off could be returning for a season 2. But two things. One, this murder hornet is actually rarely ever lethal to people. And two, wildlife experts believe it would be impossible for them to become a permanent resident invasive species in America. Basically, Asian hornets are like TikTok trends of performative activism. A big deal in the moment, but they're overblown and they don't last that long. That being said, they typically reemerge from hibernation in July, so if they are planning to run it back, it's gonna be tough for the Cancers. This episode of Australia is a simulation. This cow was caught eating something suspicious. When the worker took a closer look, he realized the cow was slurping a whole ass snake like it was a strand of mom's spaghetti. This wasn't some F-tier garden snake.
I know it's
It was
lagging.
the same python
Just
that
give
got
me a
turned into a
second.
cow's chew toy. Now, to be fair, cows have always been
Elder Scrolls never did
technically
this
they're
to me
herbivores,
last
but cows
time.
have been known to chew on the carcasses of other dead animals. In Australia, that often means dead kangaroos. They'll
Any
sometimes
day
even
now.
suck on the bones of other cows, but the snake, that was new.
Whatever.
Farmers
Let
believe
me
they do
focus
this
on
because
getting the
low
game up
levels of
then.
phosphorus in the soil means less phosphorus for the cows. Not enough phosphorus can cause weaker bones, and for cows, it can lead to botulism, which is bad. Phosphorus deficiency can also lead to osteophagia, where an animal like a cow chews
Dude,
or
my
eats the
arm
bone
is
of another
going
dead animal.
numb.
And you thought they were innocent. Nah, they ain't safe either. This cow is low on vitamin P, but instead of taking a supplement, he said it and decided to take a python instead. That sentence makes no sense anywhere else in the world but Australia. Moral of this video, Australia has no food chain, it's a fucking free-for-all.
We finally have to talk about it. Koalas are just dumb. Like, they're literally their own biggest obstacle.
I just want to add to the koala slander real quick because there's one special thing about them that not nearly enough people know. And you know me, I don't really need a reason to put them on blast. So y'all know eucalyptus, right? Now I'm going to ignore the fact that their entire personality is eating something that nature made abundantly clear is not supposed to be eaten. It's poisonous, hard to chew, and has zero energy, but of course a koala gon' koala. But that's not the problem. The problem is they literally can't even digest the one thing they insist on eating. They need special gut bacteria to break down the toxins of the eucalyptus. And of course an animal that isn't smart enough to understand rain isn't going to comprehend probiotics. So to get the bacteria and, you know, not starve to death, the baby koala will nuzzle up to the mother in the, you know, this position. The baby will tickle the mother until she releases a green paste called cecum fecal pap. For months, the baby will eat its mother's poop just so it can spend the rest of its life nerfing itself by eating eucalyptus. Koalas have been around for about 25 million years, yet the best thing they can do is eat and look cute. To be fair, lots of animals do this, but koalas eat just for something that isn't even worth eating in the first place. Snakes like the python can actually swallow things bigger than their head. A lot of people think snakes unhinge or dislocate their jaws to do this, but that's not what they do. It's actually weirder. That's because for snakes, the bones in the lower jaw, called the mandibles, aren't connected the same way they are with us. Instead, they're held together by a stretchy ligament. These two jaw bones work independently and can actually spread apart from each other, which you can see here.
Why can't it be both?
I really hope Down Bad Mike don't see this.
Because I do know that
be honest, how snakes like
snakes do
pythons can
that.
deep throat things they honestly have no business even attempting.
Dislocate
For
their
reference,
jaw
if you were
and
built like a python, you'd be able to
stuff
swallow
like
a whole
that.
watermelon without chewing and without using your hands.
So how do you
All
get
thanks
this
to those two
information
bones.
then?
Because those two jaw bones work on their own, they can slowly inch whatever they're trying to eat towards the back of their throat. Basically like walking their jaw over their victim. A snake's mouthpiece is so flexible that the bigger
No,
ones like
bro.
anacondas, boas, and pythons can swallow deer, goats, alligators, and even small cows. If it makes you feel any
Needed
better,
this
this
on
is
my
an
main.
emerald tree boa, and since they're non-venomous, they're basically harmless. Might cost you a few extra sessions of therapy, but
Where
I
am
promise
I?
you there's worse snakes in your life. You probably dated them. Yeah, whoever designed this shrimp was on LSD. The mantis shrimp just makes no sense as a living animal. Let's talk about it. This shrimp can throw a punch at 50 miles per hour. Not only can they throw hands faster than literally anything else on Earth, the acceleration of the punch is basically the same as getting hit with a 22. Yeah, God gave them the right to bear arms and they act accordingly. Their punch is so quick that it causes a cavitation bubble to form, and when it pops, it's hotter than the surface of the f***ing sun. Built like an underwater pride symbol with the left-handed Thanos, the
Did I do
mantis
that
shrimp hunts
correctly?
by repeatedly striking its
Dude,
shells
why does
with
everything
clams,
look so
snails, and
bad?
crustaceans until its shell splits open. It's that in the
Medium.
heat of getting pimp slapped by Lucifer that makes it easy for the mantis shrimp to turn its prey into a prayer. And if it wasn't for the fact that they can shatter aquarium glass, they'd actually be dope pets. Not even the only crazy thing about them. Their eyesight is so advanced that they can see polarized and ultraviolet light that's invisible to us. And where we have 3 color receptors, God said, why not, and decided to give this shrimp 16. They don't see more colors than we do the way some people think, but each row of photoreceptors is designed to detect a different kind of light. Oh, and they have 360 vision, because nature really pimped out the shrimp for no reason. 10 things you didn't know about the world's grumpiest cat. It's a Pallas cat, and it's basically the snow leopard's little brother found in the same Central Asian mountain ranges like the Himalayas. They're one of the highest cats on the planet. One Pallas cat was found 18,300 feet in the mountains. That's as high as more than 14 Empire State Buildings. It's around that height where your body would start to fall on you because of lack of oxygen. Pallas cats can survive being that high because just like snow leopards, or ice tigers if you know you know, they have huge lungs, a powerful heart, and massive nasal cavities to pull in more air. They are massive introverts, and the only way they ever tolerate each other is when they want to make more of themselves. They're so good at surviving where they honestly have no business that when you take them out of the mountains, they actually start to struggle. Which is why they're a bad...
Finally. Any day now.
Bad idea for a pet. Also, they're closer to cougars, ocelots, and servals than they are to domestic cats, but if you try to play him like a pet, he will remind you. Also, you'll probably never see one in a zoo. Nature made them so good at living in the mountains that they literally can't survive anywhere else, and when you take them out, they usually get canceled by diseases that they wouldn't have to worry about up in God's attic. No fact here, I just think this is cute. They are Pikachu's biggest op. Their favorite food is the Pika that the shock mouse is named after. Google doesn't respect them because if you look up ugly-eared cat, they pop up. 5 sponge facts that might change the way you look at Robert. Most sea sponges are hermaphrodites, making them both male and female at the same time. And since they don't move, they get it on by either budding or by blasting baby maker onto the ocean, hoping it finds eggs to fertilize. Since they're an easy target for turtles and some fish, most sponges are toxic and use chemical weapons to defend themselves. The Caribbean fire sponge is actually poisonous enough to cause a severe rash to anybody who tries to hold it. Since some of the most toxic chemicals in science can be found in sponges, doing this could put you straight in the ER. These sponges can be used to fight cancer. Russian researchers isolated a compound from a sponge whose name gives me anxiety and synthesized it, and the result was a substance that killed prostate cancer cells. Starfish eat by ejecting their stomachs out their mouths, wrapping it around their prey, digesting it from the outside before retracting the now soupy remains back inside. Why am I telling you this? Because starfish eat everything, including, sponges were the first animals, and it's possible they're the sister group to every living animal on Earth. By that I mean a very, very, very long time ago, there was a common ancestor for every animal alive, and sponges were the first to diverge from that ancestor. If that's true, that means for everything. I'm talking about you, your dog, Harambe, that squirrel in your attic you haven't met yet. The sponge is a sister group for all of them. So basically that shirt, that tie, and that thigh gap was the blueprint for life as we know it. The more you know. That's Captain Synopsis Reticulata. The other day somebody called me a walking Pokédex, and they're not wrong. That's a European badger. There's about 5 types of badgers, and this little crackhead isn't one of them because honey badgers aren't true badgers. That family right there has a European badger, the Asian badger, and a Japanese badger. But American badgers are all the way down there. And that's because American badgers aren't even closely related to other badgers. Because when America was fighting for independence, apparently the badger was right there in them trenches. Nah, but for real, even though they're both badgers, they're not even closely related. These guys just look like they have their life together. He works a 9 to 5, picks up his kids from soccer practice, and invites his neighbor over for scones and tea every Tuesday. This dude is a corner store methie that swings broken beer bottles at anyone that makes eye contact. But they're pretty similar. American badgers will work with coyotes to hunt, and the Europeans will squat up with foxes. They're both carnivores, but they'll eat anything that fits in their mouth. And both give 0 fucks. Because where Americans will square up with bobcats, cougars, and sometimes grizzlies, Europeans will step to wolves, lynxes, and sometimes brown bears. They also stab at with one badger murking an entire chicken coop. Sometimes European badgers will break into beehives and eat honeycombs while actively being stung by hundreds of bees. And I was not kidding about American badgers stepping to grizzly bears. They usually get clapped, but an effort was made and I respect that. Moral of this video, badgers are wolverines with short person syndrome and I fucking love them for it. 3 animals that are way stronger than society taught you. First we have swans, because these pond pigeons are what geese think they are. Because where geese are all talk, swans can actually do damage. Not only can they allegedly break their arms with their wings, one took a man's life by drowning him. They've also murked dogs by beating them to death with those wings. You could try to humble a swan by grabbing its neck, but you're still risking your entire way of life if this hell Tweety goes for your eyes. The biggest swan is the mute swan, which can weigh over 30 pounds. They're everything geese are on steroids. This is Patrick the Wombat. Wombats are keg barrels with legs. Wombat booties are reinforced with cartilage and fat, so if this furry bowling ball rear ends you, it could actually break your leg. They're so sturdy that they can put your car out of commission and sometimes even launch you off the road. Cause hitting a wombat's like hitting a curb with the face. Not to mention they defend themselves by running to their burrow and then using their backside to crush the skull skull of a predator against the roof of their burrow. And last we have donkeys. Eeyore ain't a bitch, he really about that. Donkeys will not only delete a coyote, but they've been known to play with their corpse like a rag doll. If you're a rancher, you're better off trading your shotgun for a donkey, because you don't have to load a donkey. Because they're black Air Force horses. There's a reason this homicidal barcode is more badass than horse. 7 deadly sins, but because I am the way I am, represented as animals. Envy's definitely the common house sparrow, because if she finds out her mate's been cheating on her, she'll proceed to butcher and abort the chicks he had with another female. Why do y'all go after everyone but the actual cheater? I don't get it. Lust is
Can I do the sound, please? Thank you. Why is my Streamlabs OBS muted? I didn't ask for that. Thank you. Finally have sound. Apparently I can only use Alt-Tab. It's right across from here. Oh, so here it is. Where's the quest? What? Oh my god. You.
Over here, and Velosta waits. I don't, but she usually.
Long lost ore. Lore. What's that? L. Where am I? Okay, so I'm not in the Cyrodiil. Okay. Why does it make me think that I am? Come on, where's the quest? Settings. Control. Keep. Yeah, there we go. Any day now. Almost on it. Pissing myself off. I must have passed it. I'm getting hot. I'm getting really hot. I don't know why this is making me so mad. Is Quest under a different name or something? Activity Finder. What? How was I doing this before? Do I have restoration staff? I do. Okay. Gonna go in for healer. I gotta have some attack on my resto. My resto, I mean. Oh, I do. Ooh.
Just move along.
Can I still use resto skills when I don't have a resto staff? I don't think you can. Can I still use this skill then? Apparently you can. Doesn't matter what your weapon is. Alright. maybe it's one of those things where you have to have monster in front of you to, oh. Oh, okay. Hmm.
What do you want?
Can I use number 3 on you? I need to change the title of my, change title. Oh, don't have time. Come on. Come on, bro.